Hello, good evening everybody. Sorry about the delay. Streamlabs, which is the software I use to live stream, was doing an update and then I discovered I didn't have any free space on my device. So yeah, we had to do a mad panic change. Not change rather, but deleting essentially some of the streams I had recorded, and that's why it's taking up space on my PC. So anyway, here we are. A big effort incoming. I feel good. I feel very good. Hopefully this is going to be a PB. When I say a PB, I mean a PB versus the last couple of weeks. And we can see, yeah, hopefully, see an improvement. We take it steady from here to the bottom of the Alp, and then that's where I start my effort. That is the tradition. So, yeah. Also gives me a chance to say hello to everybody and find a song or playlist that gets me fired up. So far, I haven't found one, so someone from Cardiff. It's unusual to see someone from a similar region. Yeah, I'm gonna go off. Start this 20-minute effort. I'm gonna try and send it from the beginning. And if I fade, I fade. But I don't know. The way I feel at the minute, I feel like maybe I shouldn't hold back, and I should. That's the way I feel currently. I feel like I should give it a good go and see that maybe there's a chance of doing a performance that if I don't hold back, I might be able to get a better result. So I don't really know what I'm capable of. I just know that I feel quite good. So I'll throw caution to the wind and go for it. So no, the whole event is the race, but traditionally I like to treat these events as a chance just to try and give myself a tuning on the bottom half of the Alp. I actually did think that my event was at 6:30, not 6, so I nearly missed the start. To me, a 20-minute effort is still quite short. I feel like if you're going to get a playlist, it's probably worth having the same song on repeat. You'll only listen to it like 10 times maybe, so Hey Tim, your first time catching me live. Well, I hope I don't let you down. Welcome. I was looking at my YouTube analytics earlier actually, and my live streams, you can say, form an integral part of this channel. Quite a lot of you watch the live streams, even on repeat. Or rather, if you haven't seen them live, you watch them back. So that's an important part. So thank you for joining. I was going to try and get in the zone. Oh, thank you, Tim. And thank you, Emma. Yep, true Ed heads. Oh, I haven't heard that song in ages. Heart of a Champion. Okay. Always amazes me just how long this run-in is. Okay. Here we go then. I always worry I'm gonna... Do you know the one thing I worry about? Not so much my legs. You know when I'm on a good day, I always feel like I can sit on the saddle and it's just comfortable. It's like sitting on a sofa. And when I'm uncomfortable on the saddle, I'm moving about a lot. That's when I know I'm like, oh, I'm not on a good day. Does that sound weird? Oh, Martin, that's gutting, but new bike. New bike. Okay, here we go then. Out the saddle one last time. Just a stretch. Thank you, Rory. Understood. There we go. 10 minutes in. Come on. Sorry for the grunting. 300 and it's got to be 370, 380 surely. 20 minutes, 6 volts per kilo, and about 63 kilos. So do the maths there. It's got to be over 360, hopefully. U-turn. Let's have a look at this graph. Oh my word, I'm sorry, I'm spitting sweat everywhere. Well, my plan, 381 for 20 minutes, and my power meter's got 379 for 20 minutes. I'll take the higher number. Oh my word. I also didn't want to take the towel off the handlebars because it's all about the rhythm. You don't want to disrupt the rhythm. Oh yes, cool down race. Let's have a look first at this graph. What are we gonna guess here? This FTP needs to come up because there was a lot of red in there. I gotta say, I knew I was on for a good ride today. I knew it. I knew it. It's just the way I've been feeling recently. It was coming, and this wasn't spontaneous. I didn't think to myself, look, I'm going to do a 20-minute effort just to see if I'm going to be able to push more than I have done in the past. But yesterday I was actually going to do a club time trial, 10 mile time trial outdoors. It was called off because of the rain. Well, actually, it wasn't called off. I just chose not to go. But I'm glad that I got this done. So here we go, end ride. TSS. Oh my word. Yeah, we need to increase that a little bit. I know some of you are picking up on this low heart rate thing. Certainly lower average heart rate when I'm doing these sort of efforts. It's actually happening across the board. It's not just these efforts. The only way I can get to 180, 190 beats a minute is obviously if I'm fatigued in a ride, like doing multiple efforts, for example, or if I'm reaching the end of a very long effort. Unless I'm very fresh, I find it harder every year to hit those higher heart rates. But heart rate it's neither here nor there anyway. It's you know, it's one of those metrics that it's nice to track, but I wouldn't have said necessarily it's a thing to track. Well, I mean, it is in some circumstances. Like, yeah, what I'm trying to say is my lower heart rate is certainly something I've picked up on over the years. It's gradually got lower is what I'm trying to say. It's not you know, every year I'm able to hit like a 190 beats a minute every now and again, but it's becoming less and less of a thing, less normal for me. And obviously as we get older, our heart rate generally declines anyway. But of course, I've been riding for 15 years. That stroke volume and everything else is going to be, you would hope, fairly large. So yeah, as we say, don't read too much into it. It's great for yourself, you know, if you're monitoring things. But I absolutely, it's one of the things that drives me mad whenever I see like a reel or a video where use Lionel Sanders as an example. People are always like, how is his heart rate so low? And I'm like, oh, don't focus too much on it. Anyway, critical power, it's almost there or thereabouts. It's borderline. Look, we're 1 watt, within 1 watt. And I went all the way to 20 minutes. I rode through the banner in the end. But yeah, would I have been able to hold that for another 4.5 minutes? Maybe it would have dropped off, but let's have a look here. It's positives. 371 for 35. Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Happy. Blimey. Now then. Anybody want to jump on the Zwift right now? Is a good chance to come and join me for the descent. I'll give you a minute if you want to jump on. But yeah, there we go. Should have rounded up to 2 hours. What do you mean? Why? Actually, I need to screenshot that. Where's my snip tool? Snipping tool. Oh. Anyone else get the post effort shakes? Of course you do. That's a terrible. I need to. Oh. So how's everybody's day? Is anybody else riding this evening? Or did you ride early this morning? Oh dear. Your day was terrible. Tell us about it. Nice bit of lactate. Lovely. Anyone done any Zone 2 today? Anybody? So we did 380 watts. We'll take the average of the two. So 379 and 381. So 380 watts. I'm going to. I've been working off of a FTP roughly of 355. Obviously, this updates a couple of things. But I'm probably going to leave FTP where it is. Training's going well at the minute. I'm consistent. Don't have any problems, and I don't feel like putting my FTP up is going to do anything. It's not going to make me train better. It's not a massive increase. Well, it's 5-10 watts, but in terms of I'll just talk you through my thought process in a minute. So unless there was a big jump or big improvement, where I am at the minute, I'm not going to do anything with it. Sometimes when you move the number, it can be difficult to find a rhythm training and doing new sessions with that number. Where I'm at the minute, judging by this effort, I don't really have to do anything, because what I'm training for now essentially is a 20 to 30 minute effort all out. That's what I'm training for currently. So the only number I really need to know is what I can do for 20 and 30 minutes flat out. I don't really necessarily need to know if my FTP's gone from 355 to 360 or 365. Sometimes you can get bogged down in the number, and it matters more which numbers you listen to and which numbers you discard. For example, if you were building the foundation fitness and you just ride in that zone 2, quote unquote, then generally you wouldn't really pay much attention to it anyway. Each to their own. But yeah, in this situation, in about 2-3 weeks time, this duration effort is the most important thing. So generally what I'll do with this now is, now that I've got a number for 20 minutes, I can say, let's say, my training sessions going forward, I can do sessions that are modeled around this number, rather than around that quote unquote FTP. Exactly. So I find FTP only relevant for FTP efforts. Yeah, exactly. And funny enough, I spoke to somebody yesterday. I had a phone call with a German magazine that was doing an article on hill climbing and things. Weirdly enough, I know Niall's just moved to Germany, but they were asking about training at the minute, and at the minute I'm either riding, like below FTP, so like 20 watts, 30 watts below for big chunks, which you've seen and I've talked about in some of my workouts, or I've been working above it. This is a classic example where I'm working above it. This is like 105, 110%. So yeah, at the minute this is all that matters to me. Now this changes throughout the year. You go through different phases where different things matter, different metrics matter. It's why we say, isn't it, that FTP isn't the only number. It's not. It's just it's one dimension. So yeah. Anyway, that's it's a bit of a long-winded way to end the stream, but sometimes it's nice to go into a little bit of a backstory, then, if you will, about what I'm doing and why. And I like to keep it relevant to. What I've just done, basically. Hopefully it maybe is relevant to you, maybe it's not relevant to you, but we talk about it all the same. So to be honest, Ian, yeah, I'm a big fan of himself. I'm a big fan. I'm not the most articulate of people. Like I'm not the best at trying to explain things sometimes, especially when I'm talking to a camera or talking to like people on the other side of a screen. I'm much better in person. Even though I've done this for a number of years now, I'm just not very good. I don't have. I need to have a conversation. But yeah, anyway, he explains things that I think, if you get my understanding, like when I read things or when I hear things that he says, I'm like, that's what I'm like. That's my finding. That's what I found, but I just not found a way of expressing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes he comes up with ways of. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go and prepare food. So thank you for joining me this evening. It's been a blast, as always. I'm glad I could get a good effort out there. So I've got to shoot. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good evening, have a good day. Catch you soon.